Well, dozens of accused murderers have been awaiting trial in Mecklenburg County for more than 2 years, all because of the pandemic. And now some of those are asking to be let out on bond because of the long wait. And that has DA concern that potentially dangerous individuals will be right back on the streets. And if you can imagine, it's making victims' families angry about justice delayed. The Defender's Michelle Bowden has the story.
The Mecklenburg County courts were backed up and lacking resources long before COVID, and it's only getting worse, and it appears some defendants may be trying to take advantage of that.
I can hardly believe it's already been 2.5 years. I just wait every day, just hoping my baby gonna walk through that door.
Claudia Davis's son, she called him Quay, was murdered, shot 3 times in May 2019. His accused killer, arrested just days after the shooting, has been sitting in jail awaiting trial ever since.
The pain is so deep with losing such a soul as Don Quavius and having to wonder about what's going to happen to his murderer.
Earlier this month, lawyers for Javier Concepcion Perez asked for another bond hearing, and the judge granted that motion. He'll be asking to bond out in just a few weeks. His trial date still isn't set. Mecklenburg County's district attorney is concerned as well.
It's certainly not the interest of the district attorney's office to see people who are been rightly accused of serious felonies or violent felonies to be released from custody free trial. We believe that those are folks that there is a public interest in making sure that they're held until trial.
The courts were shut down for 16 months and have only been able to do one trial at a time for the last 6 months. That means cases are getting older by the day and harder to take to trial, and that means prosecutors could potentially be offering plea deals where they might not have done so if not for the delay.
The work of a prosecutor and the work of anyone in the criminal justice system means taking a look at the strengths and weaknesses of every case. We also recognize that as cases get older, cases get weaker, witnesses become harder to find, and so we're doing our best to withstand those challenges.
Right now, there are 113 accused murderers awaiting trial. There are an additional 139 special victims trials pending. We're talking accused rapists, pedophiles, and domestic violence cases. The DA says Mecklenburg County was behind the 8 ball even before the pandemic. He has long asked the state for more resources.
We're going to need to increase those resources exponentially in order to make up the ground that we've lost over the course of the last 2 years.
For Claudia Davis, time is moving in slow motion.
It's almost like whoever said time heals all wounds, they made a mistake. It gets worse because I've never been this long without him.
The DA says it will take years to work through the current backlog. Reporting in Charlotte, Michelle Bowden, WCNC Charlotte.